Before we go to question 4, let's talk about how to figure out this shaded area in a circle. Let's label here is R, and this will be R, and this central angle is theta. The shaded area, it equals, you have a sector area, subtract triangle area. So for sector area, I will use 1/2 theta r squared. Then minus triangle area is 1/2 AB sin C. A is R, B is R, and a sin theta. So you have 1/2 theta r squared minus 1/2 r squared sin theta. I will take 1/2 r squared outside. You will get a theta minus sin theta. Try to memorize this formula for this shaded area. We got to use it in question 4. Let's go to 4a. The diagram shows two circles with centers at point A and B, and radians 2r and r, respectively. The point B lies on the circle with the center A. The circles intersect at the points C and D. Let alpha be the measure of angle CAD, and theta be the measure of the angle CBD in radians. Find an expression for the shaded area in terms of alpha, theta, and r. First of all, we will connect AD and AC, and also it's a BD and BC. According to the given information, we know this is alpha. DAC is alpha. CBD, this one is theta. For the shaded area, I change into two parts. This will be A1, area A1. And this is area A2. Then we know this will be A1. This will be area 2. So this part, it will be A. And this is a C, here's D. I will connect this AC and connect this AD. This will be alpha. We can use the formula 1/2 r squared, then theta minus sin theta to figure out this A1. Remember, this is a 2r. Here is a 2r. And the same thing for this small circle. This is B. This is C. Here's D. So we connect this CB and BD. We know this angle is a theta. We will use the same formula to figure out A1 and A2. For the A1, you will get 1/2. The radian is 2r squared. Then this will be alpha minus sin alpha. We simplify, you will get 1/2 times 4r squared times alpha minus sin alpha equals 2r squared alpha minus sin alpha. For area 2, you will get 1/2. This will be R, and here is R. So we have R squared. Then it's a theta minus sine theta. Simplify 1/2 R squared, theta minus sine theta. Therefore, for shaded area will be A1 plus A2. So the shaded area equals A1 plus A2. That equals 2R squared alpha minus sine alpha plus 1/2 R squared theta minus sine theta. This will be the shaded area. Let's go to 4b. Show that alpha equals 4 arcsine 1/4. For arcsine 1/4 basically means the inverse sine of 1/4. So we want to prove this alpha equals 4 times the inverse sine of 1/4. Divided by 4 both sides, you will get the alpha over 4 equals inverse sine of 1/4. For this, we can write down sine alpha over 4 equals 1/4. So you need to figure out this sine alpha over 4. AD, that's 2R. Here is AB is 2R. DB is R. This angle is alpha over 2. Let's draw this triangle here. So we know this is a D, this is a B. Here's A. This angle is alpha over 2. And this angle is a theta over 2. We have 2R, 2R, and R. We can use cosine law to figure out this alpha over 2. So from here, we can get the cosine alpha over 2 equals 2R squared plus 2R squared minus R squared over 2 times 2R times 2R. You will get 7R squared over 8R squared, which means 7 over 8. Therefore, we figure out this cosine alpha over 2. How we figure out this sine alpha over 4? We go to use half angle identities. Let's recall this double angle identities. Therefore, for sine theta, you will get plus or minus square root 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. Let's make this theta equals alpha over 4. You will get sine alpha over 4 equals. For this problem, it will be positive. Then you will get the 1 minus cosine 2 times alpha over 4 will be alpha over 2, then over 2. So we plug in. You will get 1 minus cosine alpha over 2 is 7 over 8, then over 2. 1 minus 7 over 8 will be 1 over 8 over 2. Drop down this 8, you will get the 1 over 16. That is 1 over 4. Therefore, we got alpha over 4 equals inverse sine of 1 over 4. And alpha equals 4 times inverse sine of 1 over 4. Let's go to 4c. Hence, find the value of R given that the shaded area is equal to 4. We already figured out this alpha. We need to figure out this theta. You have 2 ways to figure out this theta over 2. One way is still use cosine law. You know the cosine theta over 2 equals. This is a corresponding side. So we have 2r squared plus r squared minus 2r squared. Then over 2 times 2r times r. You will get r squared over 4r squared. That is 1 over 4. So theta over 2 equals inverse cosine of 1 over 4. In other words, theta equals 2 times inverse cosine of 1 over 4. This is one way to figure out this theta. The second way to figure out this theta is think about this triangle is isosceles triangle. So here is a theta over 2. Therefore, for this theta over 2 equals pi minus alpha over 2 divided by 2. Then both sides will multiply by 2. You will get the theta equals pi minus alpha over 2. And we will plug in this alpha we already figured out. That is 4 times inverse sine of 1 over 4. Then over 2. You will get pi minus 2 times inverse sine of 1 over 4. You can use either one to plug into the calculator. From 4a, we already figured out the shaded area equals 2r squared alpha minus sine alpha plus 1/2 r squared theta minus sine theta. They give it to you area equals 4, so you get the 2r squared alpha minus sine alpha plus 1/2 r squared theta minus sine theta. Then you will set up equal to 0. So 2r squared alpha minus sine alpha plus 1/2 r squared theta minus sine theta minus 4. We will put this into a graphing calculator. Clear the memory and make sure the mode is in radian. Then we will do 4 times the inverse sine of 1 divided by 4. We will store this one into A. So alpha A, enter. And for the B, we know that is pi minus 2 times inverse sine of 1 divided by 4. Then we will store this to alpha B, enter. In your mind, you need to remember this A is alpha, B is theta. So we go to y equals 2x squared, parentheses, alpha will be A minus sine A, then parentheses back, plus 1 divided by 2 x squared, then parentheses, letter B minus sine, letter B, because B is a theta, then parentheses back, then minus 4. Then we go to math, upper arrow, enter, alpha trace, go to Y1, then enter. We will put any number you like, must be positive because we are looking for radian. Then we do alpha, enter. You will get 1.69. By solver, we get R equals 1.69.